All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Me here, talking about stuff that I want to talk about in real time for real people, just like you, just like me. Slow news day. Only if you're, following classic rock is it a slow news day. But apparently, the folks over at Blabbermouth, which is a really appropriate name for this site, have decided to go all in and talk about Paula White Cain today. Now, for some of you who've been with me for a long time, you probably remember I did a few videos about Paula where I was not all that complimentary. I'm actually going to defend Paula White in this video. And you may be thinking, oh, that's because you're not mad at Jonathan Cain anymore and John is getting along with Neil. No, I just hate the media. I actually really hate the media in this country to a point where, those little blood vessels, which are becoming more visible because there's no hair, you could see them. They're popping out. Because to me, this is a gratuitous article that has nothing to do with music. It's music by association. She's married to Jonathan Cain. Therefore, have we, covered the spouse of every rock star out there and what they're doing each day in their private or public life? No. They're going after her because they don't like her. She's Trump's spiritual advisor, so they don't like that. I get it. They don't like her brand of Christianity. By the way, I'm not on board with a lot of her teachings, so let's just be clear. I'm not endorsing Paula White or anything. I'm not saying she's, the best preacher on the planet. I'm just saying that this is gratuitous, it's unnecessary, it's uncalled for. It shows that there's a slow news day. Again, she's a controversial spiritual advisor. I never hear her name in the news other than, at moments like this. Apparently, she did a prayer service, and she prayed for angels. They put the angels in quotes because they don't believe in angels. Angels don't exist. To help the billionaire real estate mogul, who's not. He's the president of the United States. He's not a billionaire real estate mogul, really, anymore. I think he spent most of his money trying to be reelected or whatever. Taking aim at demonic confederacies that are attempting to steal the election from Trump. Whatever. Look, again, her language, I'm not saying I endorse everything she's saying here. All I'm saying is that somebody writes an article, right? And they just look at a few aspects of what's happening as far as what maybe this ministry does. And I've come to the conclusion that a bad conduit is better than no conduit at all. And what do I mean by that? I guarantee you there are a lot of... In fact, I've watched services at this church a couple of times because I wanted to see Jonathan Cain up there just playing keyboards or singing. He'll just get out there and start singing with everybody. And it's really weird because he is a rock star. And he's just up there at this church. And I'm thinking, if this church was less than an hour away, I might go visit it just to say, hey, John. And he'd probably look the other way and run because, again, I'm not always kind to everybody in this business. But, I'd hang out with Jonathan Cain if he wanted to hang out and maybe have a cold one. I don't know if it's allowed anymore, if he can have a beer or not. I'm assuming he might be able to have one. Look, I like Jonathan Cain. I like the music of Journey. And a lot of people do, by the way. So it's kind of weird. He's kind of used his celebrity in a real down-to-earth way to promote this church. I mean, he doesn't have to do that stuff. He could tell his wife, hey, you do all the ministry stuff and I'll just, behind the scenes. Nope, he's right out there with her. And this is the thing about faith. This guy has a belief system now in his heart. He believes what he believes. I would say that's a good thing. Now, all the controversial stuff, angels flying in from Africa and so forth. Maybe you got Toto playing this song in the background. That'd be kind of cool. Look, folks, I'm making light of some of this because right now the whole country is like Armageddon, We've got this going on. And by the way, wouldn't it be nice if this got resolved quickly? and that we could all go on and we could just be healed from the disaster of COVID and healed from the nonsense of the media nonstop, 24 hours a day. We could go back to like listening to music and worshiping God if we go to church and so forth. That would be good. Those would be all good things. So this kind of like the whole crux of this article is she's a nut job. We're going to tell you that she's a nut job. And I'm going to tell you that you're wrong because here's why you're wrong. All right? A bad conduit is still a good conduit, and let me explain again. There are charitable things that get done at this church that the writers of this piece have no idea about what goes on behind the scenes. There are people that are addicted to drugs or alcohol. They might come to this church, and they might feel a sense of community. They might have people, who love them out of these circumstances and pray for them and care for them. So to throw the baby out with the Paula White bathwater is a little bit extreme, I think. I guarantee you that this church probably raises money for poor people. They probably give food away to poor people. In fact, I'm pretty sure on their website, they have a ministry to feed people. Now, the government locked everybody in their houses and said, you can't work, you can't do this, you can't do that. And this church helps people so they don't starve. So, I get it that you don't like the things she says, or you think they're controversial or a little bit out there. And again, I'm not embracing or endorsing this particular sect of Christianity. What I'm telling you is that this is a gratuitous shot. It has nothing to do with the music. It has nothing to do with Jonathan Cain, quite frankly, and it's guilt by association. Even if you read this and go, oh, she's crazy, guess what? It's just guilt by association. It's like, so she's like Jonathan Cain, what are you doing with this woman, blah, blah, blah. Really? That's all you got, huh? That's it. Again, the good outweighs the bad. The good, if you don't like this stuff, just like anything else, you don't like my videos, you just turn them off. You don't have to watch them. Watch someone else's channel. All right? I think this is going out of your way to disparage somebody who you just disagree with and who you feel uncomfortable around. Well, then find people you're comfortable with and write nice articles about them. All right? Everything is controversial. Asking angels to rescue Trump or to rescue the country, I know in today's secular world that just sounds wacky. It does. It is kind of wacky sounding. And, when I hear it, I'll go, oh boy. I'll say it inside myself, but then again, if I really truly believe in the power of faith that I have, if you believe anything, it's okay. It would be fine if it were witchcraft, right? If Stevie Nicks was around a cauldron and she was summoning some spirits to come up and to cast out the darkness and so forth, that'd be fine. Nobody would even write about it. They might think it's weird, but they wouldn't write about it. So, defending Paula White, there you go. There you go. It can be done. It's 2020. And again, defending, I'm not endorsing, I'm not saying anything in the sense that, I think her version of Christianity, the way she was taught it and the way she teaches it, the things she says, am I endorsing all those things? No. But again, look at what gets done at this church, even if you disagree with it. There are churches in my town that are like this where I go, the theology's a little crazy, but look at these people. They're on fire. They're doing lots of great things. And what am I going to say? Gee, it's all a hoax? No, it's not. These people believe it in their hearts. So just leave it alone. Leave it alone, okay? If she wants to pray that flying saucers will come down and save us all from the monotony of 2020, hey, I'll start praying that with her. Hey, aliens, anytime now, come on down. So I'm in a weird mood today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.